What is up, my country people, and everybody that's not country too? It is another lovely day in South Carolina. It is about 50 degrees, but the sun's out, so it feels pretty good. So, I thought maybe you guys be interested in knowing how I grew up. I've had a few messages asking, how can you be country when you live by the beach? Well, to answer your questions, I didn't grow up by the beach, and I didn't know you couldn't be country and live by the beach. So, where I grew up in Tennessee, my mother was adopted, and who she was adopted. You hear this? Ringing in the middle of a video. Let's reject that. All right. Anyway, my mother grew up adopted and raised me as a single mother. And we lived in the county. Now, my grandparents, the wonderful people who adopted my mother, only grandparents I ever knew, lived on over 500 acres. Okay? Now, what do you do when you spend most of your childhood as an only child? I had an older sister, but she was 12 years older, so she moved off pretty quick. Well, when you have 500 acres, it kind of makes you country. Walking through the woods, popping squirrels with a 22, bird hunting, driving grandma and grandpa's car at 11, 12 years old by yourself on 500 acres, fishing in the pond, you name it, I did it. We had cornfields, bean fields, enough land to get lost. Were they rich? Lord, no, not even close. Grandpa had money, but when he took me to the store to spend $3.87 on a drink and a honey bun, which he called a setup, he'd go, woo, every time. So no, he didn't like spend money. But that's how I grew up. So, to answer your question, you can't take the country out of me, and, nothing ever will. Beach or no beach, whatever. The reason I moved here was because the opportunities are better, and there's lots of country here. We just don't live in it. We live in a neighborhood full of mobile homes and everything else. There's like 400 of them in there, and we live right next to Angry Tina the neighbor from the Angry Grandpa show. Now, that wasn't on purpose, it just happened. And we have grown to love Tina. Wonderful person. She has helped us in a lot of situations, and we really appreciate her. Now, my wife and I would love to be able to ride four-wheelers like we used to. We used to own a horse in Tennessee. Sure, we would love to do all those things, but we had to set all of that aside to think about our children, and the opportunities we had in a small town they weren't great at all. So, that's why we're here, and I hope that answers your question. As far as hateful comments, I'll probably delete them or won't acknowledge most of them. But what do you guys think about that situation? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Are you from the country? Do you live somewhere now that's not from the country? Or in the country, I should say. Do you? Do you have anybody say anything about it? Does it really matter? No, it really doesn't. I thoroughly enjoyed peeing off the porch, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? Don't have to worry about neighbors. Don't have to worry about having a bonfire in the middle of your yard that's 40 feet high or so and having anybody gripe about it. So, yes, I live a few minutes from the beach now. It's pretty awesome. Do I still wear camouflage clothes? Yes. Do I wear Adidas? Yes, it's one of my favorite brands. I'm not a huge Nike lover at all. I do wear a little bit of it, but I do really like the Adidas stuff. For some reason, does that make me not country? I don't know. For some reason, it seems some people sure think so. For a long time, you can ask my wife, I've called it Adidas. I said if I ever came up with a country brand, I'd call it Adidas. Country slang, I don't know. Anyway, enough venting and griping. How y'all doing? Everybody good today? I hope so. And to answer a few more questions, yes, I will be putting out a few more singing videos. As I am just starting my YouTube career, and I say career because I hope one day I will be able to quit my full-time job. I would love to take you guys everywhere with me, and you guys enjoy seeing someone else's life, okay? I've even thought about, in the future, I would love to do maybe some black t-shirts and hoodies and stuff with a camouflage word across the front that says country with a K. And how y'all doing on the back. Don't steal my ideas. Anyway, why is it country with a K? I've also got that question. Well, there's a few reasons for that. Number one, there is no reason, okay? When I spelled Country Carter the regular way with a C, it didn't seem unique, you know? And for some reason, country people, which were called rednecks all the time, only time I have a red neck is from a sunburn. So anyway, why would I put a K? It doesn't make sense, Jordan. Well, it doesn't have to. As a Southern person, we kind of had a reputation for being dumb, or we can't spell. I could go on and on about that. The reason there's a K is because there isn't a reason. I like it, okay? And actually, I've seen a few more people spell country with a K. There's a very funny black guy on Facebook named Country Wayne, spells it with a K. His stuff is so funny. I've watched him for a long time. Country Wayne, if you ever see this, I love you, dude. You're doing good things. I love your videos. That guy's hilarious. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. Country Wayne with a K. Anyway, some of you won't like him, some of you will. That's up to you to decide. But where I was about the singing stuff, I'm trying to work my way up to be able to afford to buy high quality things to record this music. So guys, everything you've seen me do lately has been off of a cell phone with, you know, headphones connected in my ear with a crappy microphone. So is my voice gonna sound anything like it probably should? No, not at all. I went to Best Buy and I bought a microphone. It was like 70 bucks. Well, I plugged it into my Note 4, which I'm in love with. I'd keep the Note 4 for as long as smartphones exist if I could, because I have like 6 batteries. The replaceable batteries are great. But the microphone I bought was USB. It would not work with my smartphone. I don't know why. It just wouldn't. Thank you, Note 4. Thank you, Samsung. But I plugged it into my wife's phone. She has the Galaxy S6. It worked perfect. Well, I can't exactly just carry my wife's phone around all the time. So, for those of you asking about the music, I am trying my hardest to get set up, and slowly but surely, hopefully the quality will get better. You know, kind of like the quality of this video camera I'm using on selfie all the time, and the son loves to screw it up. So, I hope that answers your question. I will try to put out, you know, karaoke as I can. Guys, I'm a father of 2 and a full-time husband. And in order for me to do this and work full-time and to be a dad, it is so hard to find the time to make the videos. So I hope you guys understand if you don't see stuff on a daily basis, because I really would love to put out stuff on a daily basis, especially vlogs. But I do love my wife and I love my kids. I do have to spend time with them and try to do this side hustle as YouTube. So Guys, please be understanding about that. Now, that's about all I have to say today. Another quick thing. If you guys have any recommendations or you want to hear a certain song, there's only certain tones that I can sing. So, you know, Maroon 5, Sugar. Yeah, probably not doing that. You know what I mean? So, if you guys have any recommendations, I would love to be able to pick out a few songs and do them. I have had some recommendations already on my messenger. People asking me if I could sing a song and dedicate it to their girlfriend. Guys, you have no idea how much that means to me. I can't even tell you. I'm at 110 subscribers. Look, I hope to be at 2 million, you know, next year. That would be awesome. Will it happen? I don't know. But also, I am a handyman. Not really by choice, but I'm really good at fixing things. So, as I do this on a daily basis, if you guys have anything in your home that you would love a video on how to fix, I would be glad to take my phone or camera, whatever I can, on these jobs where I'm working and fixing stuff. I'd love to help you guys out as well, as much as I can. I can't promise I can get to everyone, but I can get to a select few. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching and liking my videos. I'm not exactly sure. I've not checked my analytics on how many minutes and how many watched videos I've had and such, but I've only had 1 thumbs down out of everything that I've put on YouTube. That honestly melts my heart. It almost makes me emotional. I cannot explain what that means to me. I love the encouragement that I'm getting. Thank you guys so much. So, Country Carter signing out. Love y'all.